History always favors the crazy ones, for the better and the worst, because no one dares to do something different. No matter what it is, people remember, and it will go into the history book. Laowa is one of those companies that is kind of crazy, and I also become quite fond with recently. And today, I'm going to look at one of the craziest lenses yet, the Laowa 9mm D-Dreamer.
Meet the beast of a beast, the ultra wide lens for your big fat fullest frame camera. In this case, I'm looking at the M mount version for you rich people out there.
Rich? Of course, people who use Leica are usually rich anyway, and because of that reason, Laowa charges $899 for this crazy lens right here. And if you don't own a crazy Leica, you can save yourself $100 by choosing any other mounts that is currently on offer. Speaking of price, however, I actually think it's not that bad of a deal because you simply can't get a focal length like this anywhere that is not a fisheye.
For $899, you get a proper Leica-like build construction, 100% metal in fact, with a huge bulging front element that will be a good complement to your manhood. Especially with 135 degrees of field of view, you need to be careful with that bulge too. The focusing ring is as smooth as Kylie's bottom and is a proper rangefinder coupled lens too, so that you can focus properly with your M mount camera. Not that you really need it anyway.
No, you don't really need to focus this lens at all. Very much like a fisheye lens, even though this isn't really one. And at 9mm, the depth of field is very deep indeed. Even if you set it at 5.6, anything over half a meter will be in focus. I used crazy ultra wide angle lens on the street before, and I did manage to capture some exceptionally interesting pictures. So much so that I won a few competitions and they have been featured in many places. With such deep depth of field, wide angle of views, you can seriously go crazy and be very creative without any hesitation.
Another big selling point of this lens is that it's rectilinear. For those who don't really know what rectilinear is, well, it basically means straight lines remain straight in the frame. Unlike fisheye lenses, your face won't look like yourself in the mirror after a dozen pints.
Critically, the Laowa's 9mm isn't the sharpest around. If you're a pixel peeper, that is. I've tried the Voigtlander and also Lomography's Russell Plus before. And in terms of sharpness, Voigtlander definitely wins the contest here. But both Voigtlander and the Russell Plus from Lomography suffer really badly at the corners, and they exhibit really severe color shifting or magenta vignetting. The main problem is that the micro lenses on the edges of the M sensors are angled towards the back element of the lens to maximize the light input and also minimize the luminous vignetting for all the normal Leica M lenses or any other lenses that are designed specifically for the M sensor. And to my surprise though, the Laowa 9mm doesn't suffer from any of that, apart from maybe just a little bit of a softness or smearing in details in the edges of the frame, and it actually performs pretty well overall.
So is this a lens I can recommend? Yes and no. The thing is, this is a different lens, a unique lens that exists only in the third dimension, in the underworld. It captures images like no others on the market. And yes, for those people who want to make their 200 square feet apartment looks like a mansion, yes, I'm looking at you there, estate agents. Or for those who like to capture some truly unique photographs with a different perspective. And this Laowa 9mm will not disappoint you. And for those who live in this boring world, unfortunately, this may not be the lens for you.
Laowa, 你好嘢，你好棒啊！